After seeing Venom Let There Be Carnage, I decided to watch the Venom from 2018, and I want to talk about it starting right now. Venom is the story of Eddie Brock, played by Tom Hardy, who's a hotshot investigative reporter in the prime of his career. He's asked to interview a controversial figure played by Riz Ahmed named Dalton Drake. Dalton Drake is a brilliant CEO who's been doing things in scientific experiments he shouldn't be doing. However, in the interview, Eddie takes things a little bit too far, gets fired, loses his girlfriend, loses pretty much everything. And within this turmoil, he gets mixed up in some of the things that Dalton Drake has been working on, and things start to go badly. Mainly, he gets exposed to a parasitic alien known as Venom. Now, Eddie's got to figure out how to coexist with Venom and stop bad shit from happening. Starting off with my overall thoughts on this movie, I was surprised and enamored. I saw this after seeing Venom Let There Be Carnage on Friday, and I really didn't know what to expect going into this. And just to set the tone, as I said in my off-the-couch reaction, I will go as far as to say I enjoyed Venom 2018 more so than I did Venom Let There Be Carnage. But let's talk about why. Starting off with what I really liked about this movie, I thought the entire cast was solid. From Tom Hardy all the way to Jenny Slate as Dr. Doris Skirth, I think that all the cast made this movie a very wholesome experience given all their performances. Tom Hardy was a great lead, Michelle Williams did a great job playing his girlfriend, Reed Scott did a great job playing the caring doctor role very perfectly, Jenny Slate did a great job as Dr. Doris Skirth, and I wasn't expecting that, especially since I've only seen her do comedic stuff like in Parks and Recreation, which everyone across the board, good performances. Also, there are great side characters in this movie. Specifically, I want to call out the characters of Anne, Dan, and Doris Skirth. With a good performance from Tom Hardy and combining that with the character of Venom, although they were great together, I don't know if it would have been enough on its own to carry this movie. However, with the complexities involved around Anne, Dan, and Doris Skirth, it really rounded off the movie nicely and helped really bolster Tom Hardy and Venom, because it gave additional layers to the story that you weren't expecting. It just works super well, and this is especially the case with the character Dan. Without giving away spoilers, Dan in this movie has very conflicting interests, and seeing that play out was actually a lot of fun. He's written so well in this movie, and he's executed to perfection by Reed Scott, and I just gushed about it all movie long. Also, it was really fascinating seeing Eddie Brock learn how to cope with having this really alien parasitic Venom and just trying to live with them. That was a really interesting thing to see play out, and it was very unique. It goes like this: picture being really, really ill, but still trying to get shit done. But trying to get shit done just really hurts because you're sick. Now picture that, but to 10, and it compromises your whole life and it's on steroids. It was a wild thing to see. Now moving into what I didn't like so much about this movie. I really wanted to see more of Eddie Brock and Venom wrecking shop together. In this movie, it's mostly them kind of exploring, trying to get to know each other, trying to learn how to coexist with each other, and we only get a bit of a taste of a really crazy, violent action, and I would have loved to have seen more of that. That taste was my favorite part of the movie, and I just wish it was a little bit more prevalent. Also, I wasn't super in love with Dalton Drake as a villain. At best, I think Dalton Drake was only serviceable, and I don't blame that on Riz Ahmed. Like I said, everybody in this movie gave a good performance. It's just the way that Dalton Drake was written, I just wasn't super impressed with. He's the typical mad scientist, and that's just something we've seen so many times before. And it's a really strange critique I've given to a lot of superhero films I've seen recently, is that a lot of times they just lack a very charismatic, very unique villain to really get on board with. I'm talking about the villains that are so good, so unique, and that they make such a compelling argument for their case that you're kind of on board and in support of them in a really strange way. I just haven't seen that in a long time. Now, there are exceptions to that in superhero movies. I'm not saying every superhero movie has been like that. However, it seems like the majority of them have been. So my friends, my final score for this movie, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie, and I recommend watching it. For perspective, I rented it on Amazon for $3.99, and I do not regret it. Friends, what did you think of Venom 2018? You know where the comment section is. Let me know. Friends, thank you so much for watching. Like if you're enjoying these videos. This has been the Bankrupt Pippo YouTube channel. I've been Bryson. Until next time, have a great day.